Okay, well, the situation with the ghost mouse has been resolved, and now we can get back to our lovely tree game.
Yes, our lovely tree game. So,
Hot Kathy.
my counter just ticked down. So, Todd, if you could please remove all of your pines from my nice pond, and then I will draw some burned pine stumps. Because I think that it was like that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like they weren't doing well. We were crowding them out, and then there was a fire, and they were all tinned dry, and they just went up like torches. Good fucking riddance. Pine trees. I'm sorry, Emily.
So my question is, we did have the question of whether or not the birds would be. I think the birds would be like reduced by, but not.
Yeah, I think let's kill half of them.
Let's get rid of half of them. Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, apparently Roll20 is still running really slowly for me. Neat.
Yeah.
So I've just drawn my little charcoal zone where those damn trees used to be.
Those damn trees.
No damn trees. And it is Ash's turn, I believe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Because it was Damon's turn last. Yep.
And it was a crisis last turn.
So I don't have to do it. Yes.
No, you do.
Nope. Because it's
the
the number of full turns that have happened since the last crisis.
Ash has
And
to roll
Ash's-
the crisis.
No, so because Ash's turn will be the first full turn.
So 0 turns have passed currently.
Yeah, 0 turns have passed. By my turn, 1 turn will have passed.
Oh
which
yeah,
was
sorry,
Ash's
I
turn.
got you mixed up in turn order.
Yeah, all good.
All right. I want to adapt and evolve.
Wow.
Due to this recent conflagration.
What a good pronunciation, Ash.
Of conflagration.
Conflagration. I'm into it.
What's it supposed to
There's
be?
no.
What's it?
You're adding an A.
Am I?
Conflagration.
Huh. I like my one better.
Yeah, no, I'm into it. Conflagration sounds like way more dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still partial to immolation as my favorite fire-related word.
That is a good word. So, post conflagration, I think I'm going to become more like what's the quality I want? Do I want quick healing or youthful or I don't think quick healing is right. I'm not healing. I'm growing from like the roots of myself.
Expanding?
That's not on your list, but
So?
yeah.
Answer this question.
Youthful?
If someone wanted to take a look that wasn't on the list of their class for Dungeon World, would you let them?
I guess the answer is that expanding isn't quite what I want.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so youthful? Yeah, because you're now like a whole bunch of younger tree around
Exactly.
a dead old parent tree.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. You've become your own parent tree.
Has your name changed?
Whoa.
Oh, probably.
Oh, good question, Todd. It's exciting. Damon, how many turns does that leave until you re-flow the river?
No. One.
One?
After my
One more?
After your
One more.
turn. After your turn.
One more? Okay,
Alright,
yeah.
cool.
I want something about like I don't want to like name my tree like Child Soldier, but no, I'm doing it.
Young blood.
That's no Child Soldier. I'm doing it.
All right, guess we're committing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a role playing game.
Cool.
It doesn't actually matter.
And Ash doesn't have to roll for a crisis this turn,
Yep.
which means it is my turn. And I'm going to spread and thrive because I think all of my little babu junipers around the pond are doing really well in light of the sudden apocalyptic destruction of the bad pine trees that we don't like. Sorry, Emily. And the main old juniper tree over by the river is doing really well. And so I think between the two of them, we just like grow in the middle. Like the whole middle is going to get filled in with juniper trees as well. So there's just like a little grove of juniper trees now.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Sounds nice right up until they start competing with you for resources. So I'm gonna roll, and then I will draw my little trees in. Crisis!
Crisis.
Oh no! What kind of a crisis will we have? I'm gonna roll a d8 to decide.
That's a good idea.
5.
Oh no, that's the worst kind of crisis.
I know. 1, 2, 3. A frost. Oh no. So I think there's because of the impending and devastating impact of climate change, making this game modern and topical. I think we have there's a year where like the autumn comes weirdly late, and is like it's like a lot. There's like a long summer and then like quite a short like abrupt like kind of like precipitous autumn, and then like quite a long like hard like frozen over winter. And I don't think it goes well. I don't think it goes well around here. I think like the river like freezes over. I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, the river like freezes pretty much completely over, and I think the Corellas like are pretty hard hit by it as well, because like
Yeah,
I think in total there's like
I mean, the thing is, the Corellas wouldn't normally be here in winter.
where would they go?
They're migratory.
But the freeze is everywhere, Ash. Where will they go?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that like it was like a world freeze. Okay.
Well, no, like it's not right. Like it's not like an apocalypse, right? But like there's like it is like across the like south and eastern coasts of Australia. It is like a bad year.
Yeah.
And I think like because it lasts so long, like spring is delayed, and so like the actual sprouting bit of spring, and so like the hungry gap is also like prolonged.
Yeah.
And it's like for animals, it's not a good time. I think the humans are not having much of a fun time of it either. And I'm going to say that I'm going to roll a d5. I'm going to randomly determine what challenge we face as well. Yeah, okay, and so what happens is like there is this long prolonged like very very like wet summer with like a lot of rain, and then this very very short precipitous autumn, and then the cold snap just hits like overnight. And so like all of the like delicate leaves and the young branches that are like still around because the trees all expect autumn to last a little bit longer just are just frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
all of the young new growth is like blighted by.
So I think that being youthful makes me vulnerable, but feral I think cancels it out. Because I think I grow in lots of places where the cold snap isn't as like where it's kind of shielded from the worst of the cold.
Yeah,
I think I'm probably one coin.
I think that sounds legit.
So I'll do that. Mary, Mother of Christ.
You should have prayed to St. Anthony, Ash. At St. Anthony, where are my car keys?
Nothing is lost, Luke.
Several of your young fruiting branches are lost.
No,
apparently.
they're dead. That's different.
Something has been lost.
Snap.
Where has it been lost, Todd?
Oh my god.
We're never gonna let that one go.
I started doing it in the Republic the other day.
Apparently,
It's just a really good channel meme.
Yeah.
apparently Saint Fiacre is the patron saint of vegetables, medicinal plants, and gardeners in general.
Cool, there we go. Now we know who to pray to.
I'm a tree. I don't pray to poultry humans.
I feel like between resilient and well-rooted, I am not overly vulnerable to this. I don't know that like protects me entirely. Except, a bunch of my young plants do survive this, and it makes them hardy. So that in future they will be less frightened by these bad weathers.
I'm going to lose Ancient and Bear. Oh no, just Ancient, because Bear still applies. But,
Yeah, because you're young now.
Yeah, I'm young now, and like only the feral young bits kind of
Survived. Survive. Todd?
So I've got hardy, vigorous, bear, and enduring. This one's
I feel like hardy. I reckon hardy is the one that really saves you here.
okay.
Do other people agree?
Yes, I think so.
And then Damon, what's the situation with resolute insult?
I don't think much happens here. I'm fairly bare already, so I'm not going to lose too much foliage from this, and I'm enduring and steadfast, so I don't think. Yeah, I don't think much would go on with me.
Yeah, I'd pay that. I think that feels legit to me. Look at my nice little grove of juniper trees.
They're wonderful.
Thank you. All right, that's the end of my turn. It's now Todd's turn.
Yep. So let me see what I can do on my turn.
Before we do that, Damon, your river diverting efforts bear fruit. So you may now update the map to reflect that. And while you do that, yes, Todd, please take your turn.
Mm-hmm. I think I want to. Yeah, I think I want to reshape the landscape. I think I want to crack the earth around where the old roots of mighty dead root. I forget.
Mighty Battle Root. Yeah.
Yeah, mighty battle root had taken root on this side of the make. I want to erode the earth around it and cause it to lose its grip there.
Wow.
Legit. Surprise, chat, this is a PvP game.
This is my side of the river.
I see.
Yeah, look,
that's gonna take 3 turns.
we divvied it up. You guys both got on the cliffs on each side of the river, and then Damon and I took at the bottom of the cliff on either side of the river. Like, we staked out territory. Let's just respect that, please.
It'll be real weird when someone's like, why is there like exactly like right at this river fall? Like
Exactly. If the child soldiers could only respect the agreements that have been struck between these major powers.
See, that's actually the plot of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh my god, we've killed Todd.
Yeah, so how long do we think that's going to take?
I think it's going to take 3 turns.
Honestly, to erode a bank, that's 1 turn's work for a tree. That's not hard.
Agree.
Damon, the deciding vote is yours.
I agree. I think it's... yeah, I mean...
I'm willing to compromise to 2.
I think 2 is where it's at.
All right, Todd, make a little put a little ticker marker in place.
Yep.
And then you do not have to roll for a crisis because one just happened. It is Damon's turn. I love this creepy little tree man token. It's so good.
What do I want to do? I think it's time to figure out what's happening up in the mountains. So something is polluting this river. Something is causing sediment to come down and pile up in all the wrong places.
That's no good.
So I will feel the Earth's pulse. But what is up there? What is happening specifically on the mountain?
I have 2 thoughts,
I have a thought as well.
and I'm going to give them to you in order of least good to most good. The obvious least good choice is there is a factory. Yawn. This is not that interesting to me. The more interesting choice, and the one that leans into the mountain aspect more, is like a mine and like runoff of like copper or whatever they're mining in there into the river is like fucking with the nutrient balance that we need. Todd,
I have
you
a
had
suggestion.
Oh, Ash has a suggestion too.
Because
mine
we've already...
was.
Oh yeah, Todd. Sorry.
Mine is that they've been tunneling, which actually goes into the mine. They've been tunneling out a tunnel in the mountain to put a highway through it.
My
That's awful.
suggestion
Yep.
is that climate change is causing the permafrost to defrost, and whatever is in there, whether that's microbes or heavy metals or like long dead dinosaurs coming back to life,
I vote
is
for option 3.
destroying.
Yeah. I'd like to
Tiny little raptors.
Yeah, I like to feel your pulse. Tyrannosaurus Rex comes in.
I mean, yeah, like, we could do that.
Valid play. Look, if we hadn't put any humans in the game, it would have been totally valid to be like, this game is happening in the Jurassic period. There's dinosaurs.
No, it wouldn't have been.
No, none of these.
Like, not given our tree selection.
Look, Ash.
Look,
We got a little bit of leeway.
who's to say we're not on Jurassic Island right now?
Oh, right, yeah.
Look,
Jurassic-
they're proto-Moreton Bay figs.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
Like, if we were doing that, though, like, I would legit have played a... what's it called?
Well, am I playing?
The Tasmanian one.
Oh, the Huon Pine?
There we
Is that
go.
it?
Yeah, I'm thinking mine.
Yeah, our selection would have been like ferns, Huon Pine, Sequoia, Giant Redwood.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah,
And because it's Pangea, they could just all be in one place.
exactly.
The Wallamai Pine.
They're not in Tasmania, though. They're in New South Wales.
What it's the one from I knew it was a dinosaur tree.
That's the name for it.
Yeah. Whose turn is it?
I need to roll.
You need to roll for a crisis.
And decide what the thing in the mountain was.
It's a mine.
Yes, you.
Oh, it's mine.
Okay, cool.
What? How many am I rolling?
Just one.
All right, we're safe for now. Ash, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm going to.
While Damon makes a beautiful piece of art.
Yeah. I have a plan. And it's a good plan.
Cool.
I'm going
I think takes down one.
spread and thrive. Little feral Mountain Bay figlets are going to climb up into the big sycamore tree.
Oh.
There we go. Now we genuinely and truly are into PvP territory.
I did not think that this would happen, but here we are.
Okay, and how do they get there, Ash?
I mean, like, they're already at the base of it, right? Like, all they need to do is snake their way up. And the sycamore tree is not as good at, like, shading out. Like, the Mountain Bay fig can deal with a fair amount of shade and still thrive as long as it's got water.
Dark Void, that's
Todd,
great.
I suggest you need some children trees, quick.
Yeah. So by the way, Dark Lavender Void, just pointing this out, this is Tree VP.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Adam. You're my favorite. I will add that as a review to the game. Thank you.
I'm very impressed.
So I'm doing that. I'll roll for crisis.
Uh-oh. What kind of bad thing happens?
It's gonna be bad.
Also, I'd just like to point out that statistically speaking, Ash has been responsible for most of the crises in this game.
Yeah.
She's also been
And I'm
responsible
not-
for most of her own, like, suffering.
And I'm not saying that that is indicative about Ash as a person.
Wow. Cool. Let's see crisis. Because what I want is I think I know what I want. An arrival. Humans arrive.
What kind of things arrive?
Humans arrive with jeeps
No!
and
I love it.
and axes and all of those sorts of things.
Oh, look at those nice little junipers.
They're here. They're here to collect, like, any really big standing things. You know, they could turn into.
Yeah, this is the point where I will observe, Todd, that no human industry in the history of the world has ever started chopping down juniper trees for their wood. Harvesting for their berries, sure, but like I planned out my tree selection.
The very trees themselves putting their continued existence under meaningful threat.
Cool.
It's two, so that's one of them. The other one is the landscape, reshaping it in dramatic ways or altering the climate.
Oh shit.
I think they start, like, changing the soil so that it's sandier and like more appropriate for, like, for, so they're going to clear trees and put down crops, like shallow rooted crops, and they're going to make the
Is that
soil
the
appropriate to that.
soil option?
Yes. Or they're making it so that so that it's easy for shallow rooted things and harder for deep rooted things. They're probably going to bring salt up and things like that.
Cool. All right. Which one of those do we want to do first? Because they both sound awful.
Yeah. I think that I'm immune to both of those because I'm small and feral.
Not the soil, I think.
I mean, I'm specifically trying to set it up for, like, the fact that I'm
Destroy
small.
me.
Yes. This has become Tree VP. So like.
Okay, so Ash, here's the only counter argument I'm gonna make.
Yeah.
You are bear, which means that your capacity for photosynthesis is very limited,
Yes.
and now there is no goodness left in the soil.
Okay. Yep. I'll take that. I'll roll, but I'll roll 1 for that one.
Yeah, I think it's a 1.
Jesus Christ!
This is the story of the Morton Bay fig and how it survives.
Fair.
Doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. And so we're doing the soil.
I've
Soil.
become slow growing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like between well-rooted and hardy, I am like tapped deep enough into the soil that like their meddling doesn't really hit me.
Yeah, I've got.
If
both
that
those
makes sense to people.
enduring.
Yeah, they're just not working their change deeply enough to affect any of the really
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
really hardcore trees.
Sure.
Damon,
I agree.
how's Resolute and Salt doing?
Resolute and Salt does rely on this soil.
Because you are
Resolute and
bear.
Salt does not have a lot of leaves. So
So you are well rooted.
I am well rooted.
I mean, I'm worried
I
now.
reckon it's normal. I reckon if you were just bear, it might be different, but
I'll be fine. I'm not fine.
iconic.
It's rough.
I think my little
Alright.
ones over on this side of the forest are gone. On this side of the river.
Yep. Yeah, because like what little nutrients were left in the soil, those deep old roots from the sycamore just like sucked up.
Oh, I mean the ones that were down.
Oh, on the old
south.
side of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you've come to seek shelter.
Yeah.
In the roots of the
Thanks for
sycamore.
the help, Todd.
Yeah, now get out. Especially because after this turn, you're cut off from your old bank as well.
Oh no! Sorry, the ones down. Remember how I had that little sprouting?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. The tiny little ones.
Yeah,
The little
because
babies.
that's the area where they would have struggled the most with soil issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And so what quality is that, Ash?
I took slow growing.
Yep. Cool.
I think without the nutrients afforded to me by the soil, become very. I can see myself becoming much more rigid.
Yeah.
Like not being able to yield as easily to stuff. I would become extremely attractive hardwood.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Especially because we now have to face challenge 2, them chopping down trees what make good hardwood.
Yeah.
Oops.
You're gonna be a table demon.
Oh, you sound so self-satisfied, Ash. I'm gonna aim the next fucking crisis like squarely at you.
Oh dear! I'm
Alright.
I'm very impressed with my own bad luck.
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like I think there is a case to make that my prolific protects me from these tree choppers because I have so many children, and also like yeah, like it's not a quality, but like as observed, like juniper trees are not you.
You don't have
Why the
quality
fuck
for it,
would you
though.
cut down a juniper
You don't
tree?
have a quality for it though.
That's true. I don't even know what quality that would be. Bad firewood?
Bendy. I don't know. Like if you had like all of the like youthful ones, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
That would be different. Or shrubby, right?
Yeah.
That would also.
I've got shrubby as a look, but not a quality.
Oh, but like something like that.
Yeah.
I think you're not vulnerable.
Yep. I'll take that. Ah!
Dang.
Dang nabbit. Oh shit, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take I'm gonna lose prolific because I think what they're after from me isn't wood, it's berries. And all my berries that would normally be being used to make more little bamboo juniper trees are now being put in delicious stew by the humans and used to make gin.
Yep. They don't even have like proper distilleries. They're just making like Lugeon out of it.
Yeah. Disgraceful.
I don't think I have anything that makes me resistant against the woodcutters. So.
Have you got anything that like? Are you? What have you got? Because I thought you had like tall or something.
No, I've got hardy, well-rooted, vigorous, scarred, fair, enduring, and I'm actually bent as a aesthetic look.
Yeah. So then, yeah, no, you're not invulnerable. Yeah.
That's not how you want to do.
Chat's so good.
Oh, this was a terrible idea. Why did you do this to us, Dad?
I love chat so much. I think the winner is definitely Kira with 4 trees enter, 1 tree leaves.
Oh my god!
We're gonna have to remember that one to tell Emily because I feel like she's gonna get a real kick out of that.
I think I felt just a little bit of my heart die. I've been trying my best to ignore chat. I've been like,
don't worry, Ash. The heartwood of your mighty tree may have died, but you still have all those saplings left.
I mean, yes.
Yeah. Now you just need to start like budding small, mini people out of your feet, like a tree. It's how humans reproduce, right?
I don't like that image.
It turns out we actually did need the red card protocol after all.
For
Oh dear. Right. What did you take or lose, Todd?
So, let's see which one exactly I want.
Also, Damon, can I just say your river is now looking like your stretch of river is looking incredibly aesthetic, and I'm really into it.
Yeah, it's very artistic.
Please don't scroll upwards. There's nothing good happening on the mountain.
I love this too because, like, unlike in the Quiet Year, this is legal play.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Quiet Year, you explicitly cannot use text.
I think I want to take the quality chopped.
Yeah.
It's not on there, but
No.
I think like they took like most of the like there's just like they didn't take the full like trunk because it's so bent and everything. It wouldn't be good to work with, but they took all the thick branches and used those.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
Yep.
I've said it before, Todd. I'll say it again.
I do have some younglings over at the cabin.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you should do something with them though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, now that Ash's turn is over, I can.
Yes.
now that Ash has fucked us all over.
I'm glad that she fucked over herself as well in this.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And have we done Damon for the actual
have
wood
not.
chopping bit yet?
We have not.
Very nice. Well done.
Damn.
So they took a whack at me.
But you didn't give a fuck.
They're
Yeah.
like it's like that thing when people first tried to harvest mallee, and they're like, we'll go and cut down these trees, they're made of nice tough strong wood. Oh no,
It's too
this
tough.
wood is
It's
too
too
tough and strong.
They just pull right
Yeah.
for an axe on the first try.
Yeah, this is your rigid trait coming in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember collecting malleewood from the bush as a kid, and the only way you could do it was find a dead mallee tree in soft earth and just pick the whole thing up. Because there was no way you're gonna cut it with especially children. There's no way we're gonna be able to cut it with tools.
And then Ash, have you had your turn with this final?
I was arguing that I was immune to them because they're none of my things are big enough.
But do you have a trait for that?
Yes. I am youthful and feral and slow growing.
All right, I will accept. I just wanted to make you back it up with mechanics.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm thinking of taking stubborn.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Cool.
What do I want?
Also, that's the end of my turn, so Todd's thing of eroding that bank completes.
Oh yeah, Todd. Yeah, finish. Do your bank. Do your bank thing.
So I'd like you to please remove your roots from of the old tree from my side.
Chat's going so well.
Yep.
I'm not looking.
Mom, Ash is on my side of the river.
There you go, Todd.
What would I like to do? I kind of want to destroy some humans, but they're too far away.
And it's not
Oh
your turn.
my
no,
god!
It
Dark
is my
Lavender
turn.
Void, that's amazing.
Chat is fucking popping off right now.
Ah, yes, Adam.
This is a tree M-less game.
Adam, you ever want to write a role-playing game about puns? You hit me up. We'll collaborate. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Oh, do the freaking Monkey Island role-playing game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Let me think. Let me just have a quick look. I want to do this. You know what? It's been working for me as a strategy so far. I am going to spread and thrive again. just gonna do it again. And I think what this looks like this time is that when all of these douchebag human motherfuckers were ruthlessly harvesting me for berries in their kind of corporation driven supermarket mandated desire to only have the darkest black purplest most beautiful looking berries for the supermarkets, a bunch of viable but bad looking berries were just tossed away and a bunch of them fell in the stream. And so dotting the entire course of the stream, there are now all these tiny little juniper trees starting to spring up.
I like it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna draw me some more babs. And I don't have to roll because it was a crisis last turn. Which means, Todd, it is now your turn. So if someone could move that little token down for Todd.
No, any of us can.
And then Todd can kill Ash's tree.
No, I won't.
Shocking.
I'm going to spread and thrive. This cabin is now the...
It's now a grove of sycamores.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I like, the door was metal, so it's like still there. So like you can open the door. Like now, instead of a cabin, it's now, the walls are all like the roots and stuff of the trees. But you can still like open the door kind of to get into this empty space where the cabin used to be.
Nice.
That's rad. The vlogs for this are going to be real weird because there's a lot of us just laughing at puns in chat.
Yeah.
Adam, Ash, for mine and Adam's pun game, they're gonna take on the coding for the Roll20 sheets.
I saw.
Part of the reason I'm reading them out is so the chat does get to capture just like a little bit of the experience. All right, cool. That's Todd. Is that your turn? Oh no, you still gotta do a coin. Just one coin. There's a crisis. Crisis time. What kind of crisis is it, Todd?
It's a flood.
Oh no! Why? What happens? What feeds the waters?
What feeds the water is they are doing something related to hydro with the mine.
Oh no!
Yep.
That's bad.
Yep. So, the rising water sweep in a tugging current, washing away soil and exposing roots.
But I am well rooted.
Yep.
And I would like to argue that this makes me immune from being uprooted.
Yep.
Same.
Todd, you are also well rooted, aren't you?
I am hardy, well rooted, and enduring.
Are we all well rooted except for Ash's tiny shitty little trees?
Oh, I think so.
Cool.
Which means that realistically, I'm the one that's well rooted. Get it?
Thank you, Ash. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Yep.
I'm proud of
Joining
you.
in.
Welcome.
And are you more vulnerable to this because you're youthful and you still really need those roots?
So here's the thing, right? Like,
because you're bare
yeah, I think so.
and can't
I think
photosynthesize,
I'm vulnerable to
as I keep coming back to. I'm like, photosynthesis is very important in this game.
Ah,
That could be worse.
it could be.
Oh, God, no. Oh,
It's really interesting because, like, is there a mechanic for my tree is dead?
Nope. Because the intention is like if your main tree dies,
you have a sprout.
yeah, you switch over into one of your like offshoot trees.
Yeah, but like, if you play poorly, you might not have done that.
That's true. That's true.
In the depth of your tree, seeds got somewhere else and one spread it up.
Yeah, right? Like, I deliberately, like, that is a space I left open to the people playing the game.
Alright. I'm gonna give myself sensitive and lose bear. So, like,
Yeah.
like,
It's an influx of water.
Yeah, like all of their roots get exposed, but at the same time, the influx of water mean that they can like get more leaves.
Yeah, because as you were saying earlier, the Moreton Bay fig is very into water.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question: what's going to happen when the Moreton Bay bugs show up to eat your Moreton Bay fig?
That's not how it works.
Then the fig tree will just be a figment of your imagination.
Hey!
I live for the dead look in your eyes, Ash.
And that's not figuratively.
Come on, Damon, leave it alone.
What's happening now?
It's Damon's turn.
Okay. Did Damon roll for the flood?
Well,
Damon,
Oh,
we're
you're
all
all
well rooted.
deep-rooted. I see.
Yep,
yes.
we're all immune. This was Todd specifically getting payback.
I see. Yeah.
So I don't need to roll for a crisis, do I?
nope.
Nope.
Cool.
You just get to do a fun thing.
Do a fun thing. Oh, good.
Or, like, I don't know, discover more bad things the human's doing. It's up to you.
I do like discovering bad things. You know what? Since Ash was not so subtly throwing shade before, I'm going to spread and thrive.
Yep.
I mean, with Ash's trees being so short, there's not much shade she can throw.
So I'm just gonna grow some little buddies.
Yeah, this is nice.
Where your little buddies grow.
They're going to be sort of to the left of where I am currently.
Cool.
Just selecting the correct colors, you know.
I see. Yes, of course. Well, seeing as you don't have
Finally.
to roll for a crisis, we should take our last break.
Sounds
Then
good.
We'll come back and do the thing, like do like another turn and wrap up and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, we're coming into the final stretch here.
Yep. All right. Back in a minute.